Augusto is with us in Sacramento. Hey, Augusto, how are you?
Hi, Dave. I got a question that I think is going to be funny because you always talk about this German polka master degrees, and I'm wondering if my son's career could fall into that or not. I think it doesn't, but I want to hear your opinion on that.
Okay.
He's trying to pursue a master in music composition and doing film scoring. And I am a musician myself. I mean, I'm a pastor, but I'm also a musician. And I kind of supported him on this idea that go for your dream and do whatever your passion is and what you're good at. But the thing is he going to be able to pay the bills? Or if you have any thought on that.
Mm-hmm. So he's getting a degree in film scoring.
Music composition is the degree.
Oh, music
film
composition.
Scoring is what he wants to do.
Music composition. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, the way you answer the question is not asking me. The way you answer the question is try to figure out what the guy's going to do. What's his job going to be?
That's kind of the question.
Has he already gone and done this?
No, he's a senior in high school this year.
Okay. Well, then my challenge to him is not, you can't just blindly say we're going to live our passion. That doesn't work.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have a passion in something stupid that no one will pay you for, and that's ridiculous. You don't want to do that, especially spending money to get the degree in that. So, I mean, he is in California, okay? Sacramento, not L.A., but, you're in the vicinity of where a lot of film has scores written for it. I'm not aware of necessarily people coming out of college and immediately writing music compositions for film scores. I would think it would take a few years to build a reputation, to build a network of people that knew that you had some talent, even if you're talented. And so probably his first step out of college is not to make a living writing film scores. That's my guess. I don't know. I don't know that business that much, but I would guess that they don't hire a lot of entry-level people to write film scores coming out of college. I can't imagine that, as a matter of fact. But it's possible, but if he's a savant, if he's unbelievably talented, or like world-class, top 2% or something, maybe. But the typical guy that's just, he's just a songwriter coming out of school, I doubt it. But anyway, so then what's he going to do for a living?
Yeah, that's the question, right?
Yeah, and I don't know the answer to that, but he needs to answer that question before he goes and gets his degree.
Okay.
Because the number of people who make a living writing film scores is very, very small. Mm-hmm. Think about it. I mean, very small. Mm-hmm. And
and my concern was because we moved to the States a couple of years ago, and we were not expecting to pay for college, so we didn't do any funds. We're debt free, but we don't have the ability to pay for his education at this point.
Mm-hmm. So he needs to pick a school that's very inexpensive and plan on working a lot while he's there, and then hopefully you can throw some in to help him as he goes. But he needs to go to an inexpensive school. So he's probably not going to UCLA Film School.
No, yeah, of course. But I mean, because of your videos, he's been working very hard on the SATs because that will help him get some scholarships and that stuff. So he's kind of working and he's intentional about it. But at some point, I think we will have to make big decisions on that. Yeah. And I'm not sure if a music career is worth those big decisions or going.
Well, I mean, a music career could be, but what does the music career look like? I've got a friend who plays in the local orchestra and makes a pretty good living doing that. And if that's what he wants to do, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's not, but I want this young man, an assignment of his, if I'm his dad, is you have to tell me before I'm going to participate in this decision with you how you're actually going to make a living. Because I'm going to just throw out a number. I'm just making this up. I don't know if it's accurate. But let's say that 1,000 people, which is probably the most possible, actually make a living on the planet writing film scores for a living. It's a very narrow field. and it probably is going to take some time to break into, or an unusual level of talent to break into, or both. And so, as your B plan with a music composition. See, I can't even say it. Why are you asking me anything? You know, if you've got that degree as a B plan, what are you going to do to make a living? So let's find a way to live our dream in such a way that it doesn't become a nightmare. That's all we're saying. And that's loving him well, to guide him in that. It's not to tell him not to do it, but don't do it unless you can tell me how you're going to make a living other than writing film scores. This is the Dave Ramsey Show.